Welcome to the instructive of conferences for the 4th Congress Colcapital Private Capital and Entrepreneurial Capital Alianza del Pacífico. Please follow the following instructions to have a successful conference. First, let's talk about the platform for connection. The panels and conferences will take place in Zoom Pro and will be broadcasted through streaming to the event platform. The agenda and the link for connection will be submitted 20 minutes prior. That will help to guarantee the camera and the internet and audio connection. When the platform in Zoom Pro will only be connected with the panelists and conferences, the master, which is the technical logistical team that will provide simultaneous translation. In the screen you will only see the panelists that have their cameras on. Therefore, it is important to maintain your camera on during the whole connection. We have some technical recommendations. The internet connection must have a broadband between 50 to 100 megabytes and connected through LAN cable, especially for the host, panelist, the interpreter, and the moderator. A wired microphone with a headset should be used with audio and microphone with noise cancellation, preferably. When not speaking, put the microphone in silence. In terms of the recommendations of the surroundings, people must be located in a place with acoustic isolation so that noise cannot go through the meeting. Where you're not speaking, put the microphone in mute. Have the sun or the light behind you so the camera can see your eyes and no shadows. For simultaneous interpretation, by clicking in the world icon, you enable the interpretation mode in the menu, which is in the bottom of the screen. Find the language icon, which is called interpretation. Choose the language, silence the original audio, and confirm the language chosen. Today we will see how does the Zoom interpretation feature, language interpretation feature, works when you are participating in the meeting as a participant. First thing you need to know is that right now the interpretation is not available. The host will have to enable the interpretation, and the interpreter will have to accept to be the interpreter for it to start. So right now the host is starting, and you're going to see a pop-up message right here at the bottom stating that English and Spanish interpretation is available. You can have more than 2 languages. That depends on how many you set up. And you will see the interpretation icon right here at the bottom. Once you click on it, you will see the following options. You can keep the interpretation off. You can go to the English channel or the Spanish channel. If you're bilingual, we suggest you keep it off. That way you don't get confused with the switching back and forth from one channel to the other. If you're not, you can choose your channel. In this case, we want to get the English interpretation. So we click on it, and then you'll see the USA flag, and the English now will be the channel that we're on for the meeting. We will get the interpretation into English. Also, Zoom has set up the interpretation feature as to where you will hear about 10% of the original audio, like the background audio from the speaker, and then 90% the voice of the interpreter. If that is confusing or it bothers you, you can always mute the original audio, and therefore you will only hear the English, whether it is from the original audio or from the interpreter. You can go back and forth. You can also unmute the original audio once again. Make sure that if you choose a channel and you're bilingual, you stay in the channel and you speak as well as you hear on that language. Because what happens is, if you choose, for instance, English, you're bilingual, and you start speaking Spanish, Zoom will have a conflict and will assume that you're speaking English. Therefore, the interpretation is not going to work. So we recommend that you either keep it off if you're bilingual, or you choose a channel and you hear and you speak also in that very language. For more information, please get in touch with us. Thank you very much.